Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Gather a Hunter. Today we're in the test kitchen with Leanne from Cheeky Cacao.
Hey!
This is the next episode for our collab that we're doing. So it's going to be chocolate, granola. So we're in your kitchen.
Yeah.
You're going to show us how to make chocolate.
Yep.
Talk us through the steps, and then we're going to trial a few products to see which one we're going to release to you guys.
Yeah.
It's going to be so good.
It's great fun, I can't wait.
How did you get into chocolate making?
Yeah, sure. So I worked for the state government for many years.
Yeah.
And I got burnt out doing that. So I guess I really just wanted to do something joyful. So
Cool.
I just started playing around with chocolate.
Nothing more joyful than chocolate.
Yeah, I agree.
It is quite different to other chocolate, right?
Yeah,
so
I think the niche that I went with was I wanted it to taste great for a start, but I also wanted it to be healthier for you.
Yeah.
So I wanted, if
So
you really wanted
double.
it, yeah, exactly.
I've already made a granola. I'm really happy with this blend based off our Gather a Hunter bestseller. Bit of a native twist on it. So I've added the sandalwood nuts roasted in there. We've got a little bit of quandong powder in there, which we've got from Ross. Texture wise, no fruit or anything besides the quandong powder. So we're going to just really run like a proper granola chocolate combo.
It's like chocolate and breakfast.
Yeah.
Great.
So we're going to eat this for any time of day.
Yeah, exactly.
So you want to show us through a bit of the chocolate making. So
Yeah,
I mean, I'm
sure.
really intrigued. I've actually never, tried to make chocolates before and it's never gone well.
There's a science to it. There is a science to it. So I think there's really three main factors that you need to get chocolate in temper. And so if we go back a step, tempering is really just lining up the fats so that they taste really nice in your mouth. So if you think about Lego blocks, if they're just kind of haphazardly placed in a pile, then that's the chocolate that you get maybe that's been out in the sun too long. It goes a bit white when you put it back in the fridge. The fats are all just kind of jumbled up in there.
Yeah,
So
well, I noticed yours, when I eat it, it's got this really nice crack.
Yes, so that's what you want.
Okay.
So to get it perfectly tempered, all of the blocks of the fat, I guess, the cocoa butter, are all stacked really nicely. So that's where you get the snaps. So they're in a really good structure.
Right.
So there's really three factors: time, temperature, and movement. So, or some people call it agitation, but yeah, so really, agitation. You get really agitated, you make really good chocolate.
Okay, that sounds good.
So I guess with all of them, it's finding the sweet spot for each. So in terms of temperature, we'll go through, you've got to melt your chocolate to start with, so you want to heat it up. And so I only use dark chocolate.
Okay.
So that's really where you would use
so
as the
that's
base.
What, 70% minimum dark chocolate or 60? What's classed as dark chocolate?
I think you can get anything sort of from 55 upwards. When you're talking about percentages for chocolate, 70% counts all of the cocoa parts. So you end up with cocoa butter, you end up with cocoa powder, and then you have the whole bean ground down, which you call cocoa mass. And usually chocolate makers that make it from scratch will make a combination of the bunch to make a really nice feel, and then that becomes the 70% or the 50%, or whatever the percentage is, and the rest is made up of sugar, or sugar and milk if it's a milk chocolate, or other things.
Obviously, yours is a healthy chocolate, so instead of sugar, what are you using?
It does contain some sugar, but it's an unrefined version of sugar. So it still contains the nutrient components to it. So if you're going to eat a sugar, you might as well eat the whole thing. When you see my bars in the shop, and you buy them from me, I use this mold here. So it's a little bit deeper, so I thought we could have a play around with that.
And that's got pieces so you can...
so you can break it off.
This one, you're going to eat the whole, that's one piece. So that's more my style of bar. That's more your style. And this is a micro one.
So that's just a smaller size of that one. So
cool.
We'll give them a go, see what they taste like. Because sometimes the ratio of the chocolate to the filling or the granola, you want to get a good balance. So
I guess the main thing with the granola, us working together is getting that even balance between it not necessarily
overpowering the other.
Not necessarily being just a chocolate bar or whatever it will end up being, but not just a granola.
The granola
so we want it to be a and this, like you can see the organic coconut chips in there. We're going to get that nice
so
crisp crack on there.
Yeah.
The sandalwood nut's got a really soft texture we've talked about in the last episode as well.
Yeah.
We've got the quandongs
quandongs
from Ross.
Yep.
He's sun-dried them, given us back to us. And then we've ground them down into a powder, or we ground those ones down to a powder.
The colour is amazing.
Yeah, so I don't really want to lose that necessarily.
Yep.
That's got a beautiful zing, great colour. So we'll just trial a couple of versions and see what the best option is to keep. I mean,
the flavour.
Yeah, the flavour, the textures. I guess the first step is tempering the chocolate.
Yeah, so you want to temper the chocolate. If we didn't temper the chocolate, if you just poured melted chocolate into the mold and put it in the fridge, it may not set properly. So I think that's a sign that you haven't tempered your chocolate properly, is when it doesn't set properly. Sometimes when it sets, it'll be like you'll get a swirl in it, like it'll be like swirly. It won't be like shiny, and you won't get that snap. It'll just
so you can see. Like, I mean, look at the gloss on that. So that's a set one, and look at the gloss on it. So yeah. Great chocolate, definitely get onto that one. Well, we're going to be...
But this is going to be the bomb.
This is going to be a cool combo.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
So if you're going to temper chocolate at home, there is a cheats way to do it, which is seeding. So if you get some really well-tempered chocolate without stuff on it, you can melt some and then hold some back and put it in there, and it will teach the melted chocolate how to be structured. So you can do it that way. Yeah. But I've found tabling is the best way to learn, in that you get to feel a feel for the science. Okay. And I found it's more reliable. Yep. So we'll give that a go today, and you'll get to see the different temperatures, I guess. Okay. So the equipment that you need at home, I bought this from the kitchen shop. I think it was like $5. Like it's just like a dough scraper. Yeah, dough scraper. There are other ones. This is like a professional one, but when I first started, I was just using like the Bunnings paint scrapers. They're the same kind of thing. Same thing. Okay, so you want to melt your chocolate, and you want to make sure that it's completely melted. You don't want any bits that aren't melted in there. Okay. Because they will interrupt what's happening. Yep. Okay, and then we're going to pour it onto this slab. And so we use a marble slab.
What's that for?
This is a stone marble slab. And the reason we use marble, and you could do it on the stainless steel, but the marble doesn't hold the heat. So you want to be able to cool it down. So what we're doing
I think I remember as an apprentice doing some stuff on metal.
It didn't work? Did it work?
No.
Because basically it heats up the
nearly
table,
20 years ago, yeah.
And then the chocolate doesn't cool down as quickly as it needs to. So we want to pour out about 2/3.
Just a chef's 2/3?
Yeah, doesn't have to be exact. So that's actually quite a lot of chocolate. Could probably go a little bit more. I'm probably going to make a big mess, but that's all right. That's what
cooking's about.
Okay, so then we just want to spread them out.
Have you gone over the edge a few times?
Yeah, definitely. There's been chocolate on the floor for sure. So this is where the movement, the agitation comes in. And it's just about cooling it down in an even manner. The dangerous part,
looks like you've done that a few times,
is some people do it like super fast, but I like to do it a bit slow so that I can see what's going on.
All right, I think you need to give me a show.
Yeah.
Give me a go.
Give you a go.
You give me a show, now I need to have a go. All right, so in like that.
Yep. You get a bit all like cross-armed and
and then
okay, and then you want to spread it out.
Look at that. Yeah. How's that texture change?
Yeah.
You check out
See
that
how it
texture
starts to get bubbly?
Yeah.
Because it's starting to cool down.
Wow.
And then if we just check the temp.
Oh, so when you start seeing the bubbles, it means it's cool.
Starting to cool. Yeah.
So we're at 30 just then.
Yeah, we're at 30.
All right, so that's good.
So we do need a little bit more. Yep.
So bang,
keep going.
Bang, done.
Yeah, nice.
Look at that. Oh my God. All right, so I think I'm getting the hang of it.
Yeah. Cool, and we're pretty much
there.
And
I like making a mess. This is the perfect job for me.
You have to get used to mess. When I first started doing this, I'd try to be really neat because people were like, the less mess you make, the less mess you have to clean up. Okay, now, so how do you feel about scraping it into the bowl?
Oh, well, guess we'll give it a go.
This is the most dangerous part.
I've got to change hands.
Okay, all right. Let me hold the bowl over the edge. Okay, so then you give it a good stir. Again, the movement. So we're putting the good crystals in.
Yep.
And we're mixing them in with the ones that were left behind.
Okay.
And they're helping warm them up. And hopefully we'll land at 32. That's where we want to land.
What?
Yep. So we want to finish
How did
at
you
32.
do that?
Magic.
First time.
I've done this a few times. So that rule of pouring out about 2/3 onto the slab,
Yep.
whatever the third is left will usually
By the time
be
you've
enough
done
to,
that.
Yeah. So
Yep.
now is the time that you want to pour it
Okay.
and then set it in the fridge.
That one we should put the granola on top with the quandong on top.
Yeah. This
Like a
one, do you
bar?
reckon we should put the granola on the inside of it?
Yeah, try that.
Give that a try.
Try that. And then we've got small ones as well.
And then we got small ones. Yeah. Okay, so should we just pour some on?
Free pour. Yeah.
Free pour. Okay, here we go. Oh,
Oh yeah.
all right. And then use this guy.
Yep.
Spread him out.
All right. I'll do the granola honors.
You do the honors.
All right. So that looks good.
Oh my God, that looks amazing.
So do you put it in the fridge or just leave it to set?
If your room was cold
You want to do
enough,
that one?
if your room was cold enough, you could leave it at room temperature and it
Yeah.
would set. But I like to just wait a little while. So when we talk about time,
Yep.
it's still, those crystals that we were talking about earlier,
Oh,
they're
yeah,
still
okay.
forming. So they'll continue to form.
So it's going to get better.
Yes, it's going to get better.
So if you're in a rush, you'd chuck it in the fridge.
Yep. So what you want to do is
we're
leave
just
it,
going to leave it in this.
leave it on the table for a little while, and then you want to chuck it in the fridge for maybe 5-10 minutes.
Just okay.
Just to set it at the very end.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So we got the quandong powder. Beautiful zing. So
Oh
we're going to
yeah,
sprinkle
I
some of that on
forgot
top.
about the quandong powder.
Oh, well, that's the secret ingredient.
Yeah.
So just.
I think it'll be really nice too because it's kind of a little bit sour. It'll
Yeah.
be really
Oh,
nice
yeah.
with the sweetness of the chocolate.
Yeah.
This is the way I used to vibrate my chocolate. I would just give it a bit of a bang on the
Well, if you
bench.
like making noise, you'll be in the
to
band
get the-
soon.
Yeah. If you wanted to start a drumming career as well as your chocolate.
Give Risky a run for his money.
Okay, so we just want to spread it around. The banging really is more so important for the shelled products to get all of the air bubbles out.
Yeah. Okay.
Because they get tiny little air bubbles and they pop later on. They leave
Yeah.
a little hole and your filling comes out.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right. So let's
beautiful.
bit of granola on top. Then
Yeah.
we can go another layer of chocolate. Do you reckon? Or
Yeah.
just like that? I reckon another layer of chocolate.
I think another layer of chocolate.
Yeah.
We'll give it a try. We'll see what happens. Okay, so we'll let that sit on the bench for a little while and then we'll chuck it in the fridge.
Okay.
Oh, do we want to do some little bars?
Yeah. Should we use up that last bit?
Yeah,
of granola?
why not? Why not? So if I just chuck it in the bottom
Yep.
and you chuck it on the top,
Done. Done deal.
just give it a bit of a shake. Just get it nicely coated.
Oh,
Oops, I went over the edge a little bit.
bit too excited. Will that come out?
Yeah, so as the chocolate cools, it contracts and then it'll pop out of the mold. So you'll find once you take it out of the fridge,
Oh, okay.
because it's contracted, it'll come out of the mold.
Yep. Oh, I reckon that looks pretty cool.
That looks nice. I like that.
I reckon that's a good
I
option.
really like that.
From the first look, I'm liking these bark one and the bar.
Yeah, the little bars.
Two sizes perhaps. But it'd be interesting to see how that one goes
How this
too.
tastes. It'll be good to see how they taste.
Yep.
So I'll chuck them in the fridge and then
All right.
we'll come back and
We'll see you in a
turn
minute.
them out. So these have been in the fridge for 5 or 10 minutes.
Oh, they look so good.
And you can see if you look underneath the tray,
Damn.
how it's pulled away from the bottom. So
Oh,
that's when you know
okay.
it's set.
So, they look awesome.
Cool.
And we can both agree on that.
Yeah, I think so. I
Right.
really like these.
Yeah, that looks sick.
That one's like loaded with granola.
Oh yeah, that's almost granola with chocolate.
Yeah.
That.
All right.
Oh.
Okay, let's give it a try.
Good crack.
Oh, I like
Great
that.
crack.
Like that.
Oh. So does that mean it's been tempered properly?
Yeah, so you know when you get that, it's so shiny on the top, crack. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Crispy.
Mm.
It's got that beautiful zing from the
Quandong.
quandong.
The crunch of the nuts.
Mm.
Really good.
That's so good.
Mm.
Nice fresh coconut.
Yeah, I like that.
Organic coconut.
That's really good.
All right, that's delicious. Mm. So that one's a small one. You can try that one as well, but
Mhm.
this one would be interested to try this one. So you can do the honor.
All right. This is how I do it.
Oh.
Hmm.
That was easy.
So if you tempered it incorrectly, you should just be able to turn it over and
Okay,
fall
cool.
out.
Ready?
Oh! Listen to
I think
that.
I was nuts cracking.
That was so good.
So that's with it in it. Right.
Oh yeah, look at that on the inside.
Yeah,
How cool
that's
is that?
Yeah, that's sick.
It's like sandwiched on in the middle.
It's like a coconut rough on steroids.
Yeah.
No, I got a big sandalwood nut in that one.
Bit thicker.
Bit thicker. All right, so we've got just the mini bar left.
Yeah.
Both of those are absolutely
That's
amazing.
so good.
It's going to be a tough decision.
I know, it's going to be hard.
All right, so you should just be able to flip it out.
Yep.
Oh,
Look at that.
wowzers.
Crazy.
Look at the gloss. I can't get over the gloss. All right, so let's try this one as well. You can
All right.
have a couple of pieces.
Oh, there we go.
I'll let you have a couple.
Oh, thanks. Oh, good. A little bit, it's like sort of halfway in between.
Yeah. Well, that could be a goal. This is the tricky bit.
I know. How do we decide?
Being picky. I really like the look of that one.
Yeah, same.
Chocolate, probably a bit too thin.
Yeah.
Whereas that one there, not as appealing looks wise, but I think a combination like
yeah,
that
but the size, yeah,
perfect.
yeah, spot on.
So, should we make one final one? Because I reckon that size, thickness, with that topping on the top is going to look absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
So we've got chocolate in the machine. I wanted
Ready
to
to
use
go.
this anyway, so this is
Awesome.
exciting.
Okay, all right. It's super easy to make. So once you press the pedal, you're going to put the thing under. It's going to put some chocolate in. Move over to the next one. Move over to the next
scary.
one. Yeah. Don't worry, if you mess it up, it'll be fine.
Put my foot on the pedal and then quickly
Do you
throw it
want to
under.
time it for when it's off so that, Okay, there you go. Yep.
Oh, I took my foot off the pedal.
You got to keep your foot on the pedal.
Right,
That's all right.
Goes back
Just
in.
force them out. Yeah. Keep your foot on the pedal.
Like a race car driver.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to start it.
Do you want a clean mold?
Have you got one?
Yes.
I'll just do a trial run in this end. Right. Oh! And Leanne's going to show you how it's really done.
Ready. So you put your foot on the pedal and you hold it on there. And see how it will dispense 75 grams at a
you're
time.
holding your foot on the pedal.
So I'm
and
not taking it off. Yeah. And then I'll just duck it underneath.
Oh.
Duck it underneath. Duck it underneath.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
And then we're going to put
So
it on
that's how
here.
it's done, all right?
Yeah.
Whoa.
And then it'll vibrate it. That'll get
On
all
the
the air
side.
bubbles out. Yep. There you go. It's ready for granola. I'll get you a tray and then you can do some.
Okay. This is where I'll come and shine. So you would say it's kind of like a coconut rough with a cherry ripe quandong.
Yeah.
It's like an Aussie version of
Aussie version of cherry ripe, kind of.
my two favourite chocolate.
Does have a coconut roughy feel to it. But yeah.
Oh, you can't go wrong with too much coconut.
Can I give it a sprinkle?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that looks so good.
That
So then
looks
we can crack it off in pieces.
Yeah.
You're going to get good balance, I think, of the chocolate and granola and the quandong. So yeah, I reckon that combo is going to be spot on.
How good does that look?
Bon appetit. Oh yeah.
Ta-da!
That looks awesome.
All right.
All right, so I reckon that's
Yeah, that looks good. That looks good.
All right, should we try some?
Yeah. Let's turn them out.
You can do it.
You do that one and I'll do this one.
Oh my God, that's so much pressure. What do I do?
Just flip it over. There you go.
Oh, that wasn't that hard. All right, Leanne, so that's the finished product. Looks absolutely amazing. So yeah, super excited about that. We wanted to thank Ross from Turner Gully Pistachios for taking us around, foraging for the quandongs.
Oh, so much fun.
Yeah, it makes a massive difference in this chocolate taste.
Definitely.
Also like to thank you. I've learned so much today.
Oh, thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
So happy that you asked to collaborate because I've been such a big fan of your products for such a long time. Your granola bars, your granola especially. So when we decided we were going to do a granola and chocolate,
combo.
Yeah,
super excited about this. So yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for another episode in the coming weeks.